Welcome back, Barry at where stories are always intact. Join the fun, let's all react. Barry acts, that's a fact.
3 brand new, true, and scary fall horror stories. I hope you guys enjoy. Yeah, this is gonna be story 1. I don't know what it's about. Excuse me, I just ate some pepper, so so it's like that pepper taste. If you guys ever ate pepper before, but I'm not trying to distract you guys from the real life, so let's just get right into it. Are these gonna be scary stories or not? I'm kind of excited. The last stories I did, only 2 of them were scary, so I hope all 3 of these are scary. This is more of an underground storyteller, so I'm kind of excited. Let's get right into it, y'all. I'm going to be linking this video in the description below, but let's get right into it. Story 1. Ooh.
I was home alone one night, sitting in the living room, when all of a sudden I heard someone walking up to my front porch. I suppose I wasn't 100% alone though, because my dog, Luna, was there. However, she wasn't the best guard dog. I was the only person who was home though. My front porch is made out of wood, so at times it can actually be hard to not notice when someone was walking up to the front door. You could hear the steps from 2 rooms away in the house. Maybe I'm exaggerating a little, but when you walk up those steps, it really is quite loud and noticeable. And whoever it was definitely trying to make it known that they were there by using their loud steps from their heavy work boots, slowly creeping closer to the door. Now keep in mind, this was a little after 10 o'clock at night, so it alarmed me quite a lot. My girlfriend wasn't supposed to be home until way later into the night, as she was out at the casino with her friends.
What? He didn't go?
Would have called or sent a quick message if she was coming home early.
Go to the casino.
At first, though, that was the first thing I could think of, was that she came home early. I didn't really believe it, but who else would be on my front porch this late at night?
No escape.
I quickly peeked through the blinds, and there was a dark, shadowy figure of what looked like to be a guy around my age, maybe a little bit older. It was hard to tell his age though, because from where I was standing, a shadow gleamed on his face, covering up most of his head and facial
It's the
features.
guy that his girlfriend went to the casino with.
My first instinct was to run to the door and see what the hell he wanted. I ran to the door quickly, but when I opened the door, he was gone. Right after that, I scanned my whole entire front yard with my eyes,
Here lies
in hopes
Michael
that I would find him.
Bro, this
It was really dark though, and I could barely see. We have a pretty large front yard with tons of trees, so he could be anywhere. I was starting to get pretty annoyed, so I shut the door and locked it, and I debated if I should call the police or not. Instinctively, I really thought that this was a situation I could handle myself. I didn't think that the man had any ill intention to harm me, because if he did, he probably would have done it by now. And I wasn't scared of him either. I used to do this sort of thing when I was a kid with my friends. I went to the kitchen and grabbed a snack because I think my blood sugar was getting low and I needed to eat to help calm my anxiety.
My blood sugar?
I ate some fruit and I made myself a sandwich.
Excuse of eating candy.
A bit of time had passed by, probably around 25 minutes or so, and I heard the doorbell ring, just once. I immediately looked over at the door and I saw the guy from earlier. He was peeking up through the top part of the door through the window with a very unpleasant and distraught look on his face. This time I got a better picture of him. He was at least 45 years old, I would say, so much older than me. He had short black hair and he had a pair of glasses on. I ran to the door immediately and he took off right away. I saw him run to the left side of my house, so I followed. By the time I got around the house, he was already gone. I looked around my whole entire backyard and tried to think of any place that he could be hiding, but he was nowhere to be found. I yelled and I told the man not to come back, and that if he does, he will regret it. I then told him I was calling the police, which in my head I was hoping would scare him away, because anyone in their right mind would probably quit harassing you if they knew the police were on the way. I ran back inside, and instead of calling the police, I called my girlfriend, but she didn't answer. I really didn't want to call
That's
the police
messed
and
up.
cause a huge scene, and I was just hoping that my threats would be enough to scare the man off. Less than 15 minutes later, I heard a car pull up in the driveway. I looked through the blinds to try
If
to
I
figure
call
out
my
who it
girlfriend
was
and she
if I
didn't
recognized
answer,
them.
bro,
A lady got out of the driver's seat and started walking up to the porch.
it's gonna be something
Almost immediately,
else.
I noticed it was my girlfriend's
I don't
friend,
know.
Sierra. I asked her what she was doing here, and she told me she had to drive my girlfriend, Hannah, home early
I don't want to get too
because she was too
definite into
drunk
what
and
I
couldn't
would
drive
do.
herself home. She was passed out, sleeping in the front seat, and Hannah needed me to help her bring her inside. I ran out to the car immediately, thinking that the man could have got to her before I could. When I got to the car, she was already gone. I then ran around my whole entire house looking for her and yelling for her name in a desperate panic.
Who's he looking for?
And then I saw the man that had been harassing me all night, carrying my girlfriend over his shoulder, attempting to kidnap her. "Hey, let her go," I said. But he kept running. Well, more like jogging, because he couldn't move very fast while carrying her. I caught up to
Oh
him
my
pretty
gosh.
quickly and he dropped her to the ground. I tried to cushion her fall as much as I could, but she hit the ground pretty hard.
Oh my gosh.
I chased the man through the woods and I tripped him with my foot and started beating the hell out of him.
Oh my gosh.
Hannah caught up to us and sprayed him with the pepper spray that she had in her purse. Then we called the cops, but the man managed to get away before they could get there. My girlfriend doesn't even remember anything that happened that night, as she was
What?
completely blacked out drunk the entire time.
Bruh.
I haven't
That's
seen the man since, and hopefully
actually
it stays that
crazy.
way. I've been losing lots of sleep the past few months, as this happened only 6 months ago, and it's been incredibly hard for me to deal with. And I keep having these very lucid dreams where he comes back and things end very differently. I'm hoping the nightmares will come to an end soon, and I can finally forget about this once and for all.
That is actually scary. That is actually so scary. I have to end the video because I'm about to pee my pants. That was so scary. Imagine having to worry about this guy that almost tried to kidnap your wife or girlfriend in the middle of the night and he got away. You let him get away. Imagine. And he knows where you live. Oh my gosh, I gotta go. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's story. It was so scary. But tomorrow I'm gonna bring you guys way more scary stories. So stay tuned and make sure you subscribe. And I will see you guys in the next scary story video. Let's go!